songwriters, now in this video today I'm going to share with you the truth about pitching as a songwriter. Because honestly there's so many songwriters that say to me, Danny, who do I pitch the song to? I've got a back catalogue of songs, where should I go with them? And a lot of songwriters think pitching is this big secret to success. But the reality is most songwriters are focusing on the wrong thing. Now there's multiple routes that you can take when it comes to pitching, like sync licensing, pitching to other artists, but before any of that works, there are 3 fundamentals that you must understand to set yourself up for the best success when it comes to sending songs that you want to be taken. And if you get these 3 things right, you increase your chances massively. Hey, Danny here, founder of Songwriters International. If you're new to the channel, please consider dropping a subscribe. We help songwriters develop their skills, their craft, and their songwriting ability to take their songs from good to great and help them become better songwriters. So let's dive on into these 3 things that I suggest that you get in place when it comes to pitching. Point 1 is the song comes first. Now this is the absolute biggest one, and I'll be honest with you, it's the one that songwriters don't really want to hear. The song itself is the goal. Everything thereafter is just like a domino. And I see this all the time. There's songwriters who are absolutely desperate to send the songs, to want to start pitching, but they've never had that song looked over properly. It's a little bit like going for a job interview without checking your CV first. You might think you're ready, but someone experienced will probably spot the things you've missed straight away. And that's what happens a lot with songs. Sometimes it's not about pitching to more people and more projects. It's more about actually getting the song in order before you even attempt to make that happen. And if you're relying on friends, family, or close associates to actually give you the feedback on your music, then the truth is they're likely not telling you truly what you need to hear. And now, depending on the actual route that you want to take, there's going to be different requirements that you need to have for the song, for the production, for the style, to make sure that you have the greatest chance of success. If you're writing for sync, now sync is TV, films, adverts, your songs really need to be finished and polished, not from just a songwriting standpoint, but from a music production and mixing and mastering stage too. Because a lot of the time you're pitching the song to people who are not producers. You're sending your songs to music supervisors who literally will just say yes or no, and if they say yes, they want the song in the finished state, ready to go to put in as a soundtrack. But on the other hand, if you're pitching to artists, publishers, managers, there's a little bit more room for maneuver. What I found from experience is that demo productions work well for this, because you're sending the song onto somebody who is then going to have that track reproduced, reworked, remixed, remastered, so there's not as much dependency on you having to finish that song 100%. And the way that I see it is that every song out there has an acoustic version, pretty much. And that acoustic version is just when you take the guitar and then you sing the melody and lyric with the structure that you've created. If the song cannot stand alone in that moment and can still be great, catchy, lyrically moving, then you do not have a good song. If you're relying on production to move the song forwards, you don't have a golden song, you have an okay song. Before you actually go on and pitch your song, what I recommend is you have someone give you critique, give you feedback on your music, and truly ask yourself, are these songs, or is this song ready to be pitched? Now, if you're looking for that extra support, that extra guidance, then I've got an opportunity to book a call in with me personally where I can have a look at your music and I can let you know what I think in terms of, are these songs pitchable, are they ready, or do they need work, and what needs work? You can book in a one-to-one call with me personally in the description below or in the comments. Click that, head on over to the calendar, book a call, and let's talk about you and your songs and whether you're actually ready. Point 2. Relationships over pitching. This is a really hard one, and it's the thing that I dislike about the music industry the most. A lot of the time, pitching songs is not about pitching. It's more about relationships. A lot of artists nowadays actually write their own music. The idea that you can just send a song to a big artist and they'll cut it is honestly minimal, if even at all possible. The best route for writing with artists is to get into the rooms with them, or at least build relationships with those individuals that are around their circles. You need to build those relationships, you need to collaborate, you need to build actual friendships with people, and that's where these opportunities are going to start to happen. Because when somebody knows you, trusts you, and enjoys actually creating songs with you, that's where you start to see success. And building relationships ultimately does take time, and it takes that famous word networking. It's not overnight. The truth is, pitching to a major record label or a major publisher or a major artist does not happen by simply sending something across to them. It works by building relationships, connections with the circles. So you may be saying, Danny, what can I actually do then? Because I don't have any connections. Here are some simple things that I recommend to you that have worked really well for me and our students. First of all, you can look at credits of songs. So on Spotify, you can go onto a song, you can click a 3 dots on the side, and you can click show credits. On there, it will show you who has written that song. So you don't necessarily go for the artist, but you can go and do a quick Google search on the songwriters, and I can pretty much assure you that at some point you'll be able to reach out to them and send them some links to your songs and start building and nurturing those relationships. Another one is you can search social media, and you can use hashtags on those social media platforms like hashtag songwriting or hashtag songwriting session, and you'll find people who are actively already and looking for collaborations. Connect with them, message them, comment on their posts, support that work. It's simple. And then you have permission to be able to share your work. Something simple like a SoundCloud link where you upload your songs, you send them a quick link, and then they can access that link and listen to your music. And that's where your song has to be gold. Your songs have to be good enough, because if they don't stand up, those individuals are going to listen, they're not going to respond, and that's why you never see the success that you want. And honestly, as a songwriter right now, in today's world, the biggest investment you can make is collaboration. Writing and being willing to work with other people. Now into point 3. Rejection is part of the process. And it's a hard truth to have to tell you, but it is part of the songwriting process. If you are wanting to pitch songs to artists and you want to see success for your songs, you have to become comfortable with rejection and being told no, or even in some worst cases, not actually being responded to. Even in some cases, people will say that the song fits really well. They'll love the stuff that you've created, but still it goes nowhere. And I just want to tell you that it's normal. It's normal for people to say no. It's normal for people to show interest but not follow through and take the song. It doesn't mean that the song is not good enough. It doesn't mean that you as a songwriter are not good enough. But ultimately, there's so many dominoes that have to fall for you to have that song taken. Sometimes it's timing, it's direction, maybe their plans have changed. Maybe their genre and who they are as the artist has changed. There are way more no's than yeses in songwriting. If you go in expecting for something to land, even if you truly believe in your song, then you are going to leave disappointed. The very famous thing is with songwriting is you need thick skin. You need to be able to take that rejection. But I can tell you from experience, when the yeses do come, and they do come, they are worth it. They make all of the tough days, the hard days writing songs, the writer's block, the no's, makes it completely worth it. Because when you can go online, you can listen to that song, have someone else perform it, or they send you a video of them performing it live. It's truly beautiful. It's like nothing else that you can get from anything that you might be doing. And the writers that stay, the ones that are successful, the ones that are still in the industry today, are the ones that get up the next day and keep going, and get up the next day and do it again. The ones that network, the ones that know that the song is the gold. Because if the song is not good enough, your network is not going to expand because nobody wants to work with you. And then from there, you're going to suffer even more no's because you're trying to pitch songs that are not good enough, you don't have a network. And those 3 things fundamentally come together. And if you have all of those in place and you're willing to take on the advice, I guarantee you're going to see more success long term with the pitching. It's not an overnight success, but I guarantee over time you will eventually get there if you're willing to continue to get up and go every single day. So if you want to pitch your songs, I say amazing. I've been there, I've done it, I still do it today. It's difficult, it's not easy, but it's worth it, as I mentioned, when you get that song over the line. Now, I've also put together a video specifically on how to write a song. Even if you're brand new or you're more of an advanced songwriter, I go through some advanced techniques in that video as well. So somewhere around here, click that video, head on over to there. Let me show you the process to actually write like a professional, how to take your songs from good to actually great, and then get your songs ready for a pitch stage. So go ahead, click that link. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing for the channel. And as I mentioned, if you're looking for feedback on your music from a professional songwriter, then you can click the link in the description below, book a call one-to-one with me. I'll take a look at your songs and I'll give you my honest opinion and as to whether they are ready for pitch. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you over on the next one somewhere around here.